Alright, response video to the very blast guy, I guess, but it's more about just communication on the internet. Conference Report kind of made a funny video, where he read the text of the translation that YouTube provides on videos, and the text conversion, which is, it should be pretty shitty. Because voice recognition is kind of difficult because people speak so differently. Difficult for a computer so far. I mean, we haven't found the algorithms yet that can, rip to pieces, what we're saying instantaneously and, convert it into rational verbiage. So it's kind of difficult technology. It's not a simple technical task. But anyway, that's a whole other subject. But this whole communication thing, Laura Layla made a video, post a link. Also kind of talking about how it's sort of irritating, this thing where you just end up pissing people off when you get into these conversations and you can't get an argument from people and you can't get anything from people. Some people just, all you get from them is 1 star or some other bullshit. You end up with these trolls and this bullshit and this crap. And there were some ironies there. Was reading the people who post to her video, and they're basically a bunch of my trolls, which is kind of funny. People who have played that 1 star game with my videos a lot. And there's all this stuff going on about this stupid Crackergate bullshit, and these people are all pissing each other off and, talking over each other and past each other. And, once the insults, when people start feeling offended and insulted and put upon, then it just gets so messy. And I've been in so many interactions like that. And so that's sort of the Vera Blast thing. I mean, we've probably argued about something in the past. I don't know. He seems obsessed with a few different little subjects and issues. We have a different way of perceiving the world. And, we have really not very compatible personalities. It seems quite obvious. So there's plenty of room for us to piss each other off, and so we've accomplished that. And now it's just this non-communication thing. We just get lost in this crap. But even this communication thing is just so, it's like I made the 12 other channels because I came to the conclusion that you can't talk about everything with everybody. You have to mold the conversation for each subject, to an audience. You have to approach every audience differently. Some people just aren't even going to tolerate me not having this hair under control. Even though it's combed, that's not good enough. It has to be tied back and put out of sight. And I have to, maybe even wear a tie. Or I'm not a credible spokesperson for anything. I'm not worth listening to. And then the other extreme is if you're not saying fuck, shit, bastard, crap, if you're not doing something to keep the person engaged, something, not yelling into their head, all of a sudden everything closes down in their brain because nothing's yelling, nothing's banging. They're so lost in the headbanger kind of culture that something has to bleed on them. It has to vomit on them before they'll pay attention, that their brain can even acknowledge that something's happening. And it's just so impossible. Even somebody who's a very loyal person left a comment on one of the videos the other day that, oh yeah, this was a junk video. And it's like, well, so what? What, I'm not allowed to make a shitty video? I make 2,000 videos and I'm not allowed to make a few clunkers? And what, am I not allowed to be me? Because, yeah, some parts of me you're inevitably not going to like. That's inevitable. It's inevitable. Nobody can be everything to somebody. It's not possible for somebody not to have some kind of offensive mannerism, to have some sort of opinion or perspective that they find disgusting or stupid or idiotic, or even, like I said, just simple things. They fart the wrong way. Just any, those little things that, we can irritate each other by doing or saying, or even just the way we look. We can piss each other off just the way we look. And so yeah, communication is really difficult in that atmosphere. You have to sanitize it. You have to take so much of yourself out of everything. And that's probably why Thunderfoot style videos are as effective as they are, is because he does extract in most of his videos him from the video. There's just this sort of eloquent voice, preaching the preaching in a polite manner most of the time, or at least sophisticated with the appearances of it, and that's the way to do YouTube. I mean, that's the way to communicate with people. At least that's one way that works. I mean, the other way that works is to go all out, I suppose, in just find one personality that's not too offensive, but is, you know, edgy enough to keep people interested. I don't know. I mean, it's always hard for me to balance the Amazing Atheist's popularity against anything, because you're like, well, why is Cute Kitten popular and the Amazing Atheist popular? Why does that work? Why is the Amazing Atheist more popular than Sports Illustrated models with just paint on their chest? I mean, that's amazing to me. You know, but whatever. I'm not, I mean, sort of is my job if I'm going to do this talking thing in videos and expect to have any credibility. I suppose it is my job to understand that shit, but I don't understand it. And I guess I don't understand the varioblast thing. Okay, now he's making insinuations about my anxiety disorder, this, that, and the other thing. Like, this stuff has anything to do with any of their videos, anything to do with any part of this argument? No. And then he's throwing his, I have a degree in psychology, and therefore, I don't know, what does that mean? Because at the same time, he sort of implies that the true professionals in that field are probably all full of shit. You know, it just doesn't go anywhere. It's pointless nonsense. It's so goddamn juvenile. And what is it? What was it provoked by? Because somebody said the word